So today's question, can you be a successful businesswoman and have it all?
Bridging generation gaps, racial gaps, socioeconomic gaps. Bridging, a national television talk show designed to bridge gaps. Let's start a conversation about critical issues confronting today's society. And now, here's your host with another episode of Bridging.
The book Mental Kidnapping by Stephen Treadwell will help strengthen you spiritually with evidence from the Word of God. Everything we do begins with a thought. Think twice before you speak once, casting down imaginations and every high thing that is exalted against the knowledge of God. Let the real you shine through. Get encouraged, blessed, and motivated. Go to lulu.com or call 844-212-0689 to order your copy of Mental Kidnapping.
Mental Kidnapping by Stephen Treadwell takes you behind the bars of the human mind. Stephen Treadwell, a talented writer, a must-read for everybody. Get your copy today at lulu.com.
Welcome back to Bridging. I'm your talk show host, Dr. Mel. Here's the question. Can you be a successful businesswoman and still be successful at being a wife and a mom? How do you juggle it all? Today, I'm talking to two women who will tell us just how they do it. So, I want to ask you, Clifton Landfair the fourth. First, I want to say happy 16th birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
So, I saw on social media that you got a huge 16-year-old birthday present. Something that most 16-year-olds don't get. What was that?
I got a food truck.
A food truck. You say it so like, oh, I got a food truck. I got a food truck. Okay, so tell me about this food truck. How did this all come about?
Oh, I first started, early on, I want, my dream when I get older is to own restaurants, a couple of restaurants. And me and my mom, I started cooking and I started talking to my mom about starting a business. And idea was a food truck. And we've been talking about it for about a year or two.
Wow. So about a year or two, so around 14 years old, you decided that you wanted to be a restaurant owner one day. And Mom, you heard him. Dad, you heard him. This blows my mind. Like, how do you just say, okay, we're going to get you started at 14? Where did you hear about this? And what process did you have to go through to get this started?
Well, mainly is in him is his passion, is cooking, and he's been cooking since 7, breakfast and just family meals, and lasagna is his favorite dish to cook to us, I think. He has so much stuff he does now. And I believe him being under the Husband Institute kind of molded him to venture out with Miss Tiffany Wiley and Rico's Chicken. They actually invested in him to go to their food truck class.
Okay. So
yeah.
Hold on one second. So Tiffany just popped in. Hi, Tiffany.
Hey, how you doing?
Joining us today. So we were talking with the Landfairs, and I just wished Landfair the fourth a happy birthday, and he got a food truck for his 16-year-old birthday. And they mentioned Food Truck 101. What is that, and how did it come about?
The Food Truck 101 class is a class that Rico and I both, once we built out our food truck and we first got it, we were so excited. We drove off with it, transmission went out, and so many things went on after that with the food truck as far as getting contracts and posting at different places. So once we finally got it down, like nailed down the whole thing about the truck, the contract, the posting, we was like, why not have a class? Because people was asking us, we was like, we need to have a class because so many people are asking us after they purchased the truck, after they build out the truck and build it out so long and don't need so many of the things they put into it. We decided to make it a class so that way we can educate people who's interested in a food truck before they purchase on what they need to do. And then once they get the truck, how to get the contracts and how, how to make money. Because that's what you want the truck for.
Wow. Okay. So, Jim just went through your whole class, and for his 16-year-old birthday, he got a food truck. I want to back up a little bit, because at the beginning of the show, in the introduction, I said I was talking to women who have businesses, their moms, their wives, and you're successful at it. So, Richandra, tell us what your business is and how you got started.
Well, I own a child care center called Kingdom Hearts Enrichment Center and The Learning Journey. I actually got started through my mom. She had actually a smaller child care center, a home care. My family owned businesses. It's in our DNA. My dad owned a grocery store, which is named Chisholm Trail, and is now closed, but they was in business for over 30 years.
Wow.
So, pretty much their passion. Our parents taught us to go after your passion, make your passion work for you. And childcare is what came natural to me, so.
And so you've been in the childcare business for how long?
For 15 years.
15 years. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Tiffany, you have been in business. You've been in the restaurant business for how many years?
We've been, with the food truck and the restaurant altogether, it's been 8 years altogether. But at our location of brick and mortar for 3 years.
And tell us the name of your business.
Rico's Kickin' Chicken.
Rico's Kickin' Chicken. And where are you located?
We're at 1329 Madison Avenue, right in the heart of the medical district, somewhere downtown area. The Midtown area. Midtown is Memphis. So
yes. So you've been featured in many magazines, on TV with your restaurant. One thing that I want to say is thank you for reaching out to other people who want to learn about the food business. Like we have Lanfear the Fourth, who his dream is to have a restaurant. And so you took him through this class. And mom and dad, I want to say thank you for listening to your child. And pouring into them, because there's so many children who have dreams and aspirations, but don't have that support. Like someone might say, I really want to play the piano, but they don't have a parent who can afford to go out and get them lessons or even get a piano in the house. So I want to talk about the experience of you two coming together as moms, as wives, as businesswomen, because that's not easy. I'm going to talk to dad too, but that's not easy. So how did that come about?
Well, Rashonda and I, of course, we're church members. So we both go to the same church. So I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Rashonda, I believe Rashonda had mentioned that she wanted to enroll. Well, no, let me take this. Her son was in the Husband Institute anyway. Yeah. So we would always go there, and sponsor the Husband Institute on Mondays, donate food and everything. And Rashonda was like, she's interested in her son being in the food truck. Like, he's actually the youngest student we ever had.
Wow.
Yes, so that was amazing. So when he came to the class, he was like the youngest one there. And so we were excited. I was excited, and Rico was too, because for one, this Rico passion, I'm just the person that stands behind him and support him all the way and making sure everything is lined up, but it's his passion with everything. So that's pretty much how it went. And from there, it's just been great. It's been an awesome journey, and I'm so glad that we're growing with him as he continues to grow.
Okay, you said Rico. Who's Rico?
Rico.
Our viewers
Rico
don't know. Our viewers don't know.
I'm sorry, everyone. Rico is my husband. And this has been a dream of his forever. He loves what he does. Yes. So yes, that's pretty much how it went between Chandra and I.
Okay, so
how we connected and everything.
Let me ask this question, because you work right alongside your husband at Rico's Kickin' Chicken.
Yes.
Now, at the top of the hour, I said, wife, mom, successful businesswoman. How is it working with your spouse? Tell us.
It has its time. It's definitely a challenging time. It's rewarding because you get to spend time together and all that, but for me, I know I'm like, if you just don't pass me the 4-hole wing combo, please. So an argument just comes over just anything. We argue over hot sauce, and this person didn't want that much sauce on their wings. It's crazy. But we don't take it home. We squash it there and we go home and we leave work at work. Yeah. And that's something I had to really do, because I would take work home. I would leave the restaurant, pull out my paperwork, pull out all these stuff we have to do, get stuff set up for the next day, write everything out, take the problems home that we faced during the day. And Rico like, it's midnight. And you still talking about Rico's chicken. And I had to really tell myself, work is work and home is home. Absolutely. So now when we're home, we don't even talk about work.
Right.
Unless it's catering. But
right.
Other than that, no.
That's good.
So that's important. Because it's easy to take work home.
Yeah.
It's so easy to take work home.
It is. Especially now in the pandemic where some people are actually working from home.
Yes.
It's hard to separate. I'm here, upstairs on the 3rd floor working, but my family is still here too. So for some people, it's hard to separate, work from home. But I'm glad you found a good balance.
Right.
Okay, Richandra, how is it working with your spouse? I know he's sitting right there, so. But, help some women, because a lot of women believe they can't have it all. They feel like they have to either choose being a successful businesswoman or being a successful wife and mom. But you have it all. You have it all. Yeah. How do you do it?
It's like you said, it's all about balance. I think we just learned the last 3 years, like Tiffany said, how to leave work at work and not bring it home. Because we'll talk about the bus routes and who got to go to school for other people's kids during our family life. So really having a balance, like we own the business together. So he work on financing and give me my nose when I can't do something. And I work on like the academic part and hiring and training staff and things like that. Mm-hmm. So really just having a balance and, hey, this is what you do and this is what I do. We're going to put it together and, that's what we got.
And you know what? It sounds like that you guys are working within your strengths.
Yeah. Yes.
So my husband and I think the viewers know I talk about my family a lot. We also have multiple businesses that we work together in. And I want to tell y'all something real quick. This weekend, we are working on a house because we do some real estate investing. And on Friday, I said, honey, let's pump our brakes on, doing this certain thing right now. Let's just pump our brakes. And he's like, no, I already called the people out and they're coming. And well, we should have pumped our brakes. And so, you talk about having those arguments within the business, but then not letting it come to the house. Right. So right there at that property, we had to say, listen, like you're my business partner right now. Right. And you didn't make a good business decision, but we're not going to take that home and make that part of our marriage. Because you have to really separate that. We're business partners, but we're also marriage partners, which does not have to be entangled. So you have to find your balance, find where your strengths are, find out who does what the best and work like that. Okay, so let's get back to this food truck before we go. All right, Dad, how excited were you when your son, because y'all talking about the Husband Institute too. Like, what is the Husband Institute? Can you tell me what that is?
A program that to reach out to the children. I know, especially in the Fraser area, just teaching them basics of life. Just basic things that young men should know. Okay. To grow into young adults.
And Fraser is in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes.
Okay, so Fraser in Memphis, Tennessee has a program called the Husband Institute, which takes on young men. Do they have to not have a father, or having a father? Is that okay? What is the requirement?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. And Jim, how have you what did you take away from the Husband Institute? I know that it sparked for you to become, a food truck owner, but what have you taken? What are some valuable things you've taken away from this program?
I've learned discipline and being able to respect people, men, respecting each other. And, we learned spiritually also. But it's not just about church. It's like I'm sorry, I'm looking for the word to.
That's okay.
The word to describe it. But it's like we just learning to become better men as we get older.
Love it. Okay, so back to you, Dad, real quick. How did you feel? What was your feeling when he came to you and said, I want to own a food truck?
I'm proud of him, but I know the story. The story is his mom and dad ain't great cooks.
Don't tell me.
I'm just gonna be honest. And I think he saw it. He like, man, I gotta do something. I gotta be better than this. And he just grabbed onto that. And it's just been his passion. You know what I'm saying? Since 6 or 7.
Wow.
Wow. So he's the house cook.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed. So your mom and dad aren't good cooks. That's okay. I'm not either. And like, all these adults and they can't cook. Hey, Tiffany and her husband, they make up for it at Rico's Chicken. We can order real good. And I'm so glad to see that young people are reaching out and doing their passion early.
Yeah.
Because no one really taught me about business and finances. I learned a lot of that as I got older. And I teach my children about business and finances now. When we go renovate a house, they are right there. They have their spatulas and their paint brushes, and they're right there with me. And it sounds like you guys are doing the same thing. I had 2 girls on here a few shows ago who are mini chefs. They're doing the same thing, but you have a food truck. So tell me, what is your plan for this food truck? Because now that you have it, your parents have invested in you. Like, not all children get this. Seriously, not all children get this. Not even 2% probably.
Right.
So you have been blessed with some wonderful parents who heard your heart, invested in your vision. Jim Landfair IV, what are you going to do with this?
I want to be able to be a part of bigger events in the city of Memphis, like the fair or something like that. I want to be able to I want my business to be there, and then during Christmas time, I would like to give back into the community, the holiday seasons, holiday season. And then I want to be able to grow out of this and get some restaurants.
You will.
And happily retire.
Wait a minute. 16-year-old talking about retiring. He's definitely under your mom and dad. I believe that you will be able to do all the things that your heart desires, because you're not only a business owner right now, you also have the heart of a philanthropist. You said, I want to give back. So I admire you for that. I thank you for being here. Do you guys have any suggestions for other parents who have children who want to be kidpreneurs?
I just say, just watch your kids. We all had talents, and just when you spot it, just focus on it and push them toward it. And encouragement, and This is it. Just watch for these talents because they come out and don't let them lose.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the name of the food truck? We didn't even say.
Yeah.
King's Kitchen.
King's Kitchen. Oh my gosh. So I will be looking for King's Kitchen. I'm going to be looking for you at the big events. Like you said, the fairs, the big things that come to town, Africa in April, Memphis in May, those things. Your food truck will be there, and hopefully we'll get to follow you there and feature you there as well. I am so excited for you. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you, Richandra. Thank you, Mr. Landfair. Thank you, Landfair family. Thank you, Tiffany. So one time before we leave, tell us the name of your business, Richandra, and where you can be found in Memphis, Tennessee. And then Tiffany, you do the same.
Well, I'm Kingdom Hearts Enrichment Center, 3515 Boxdale, Memphis, Tennessee, and the Learning Journey Academy at 8229 Rock Creek Parkway. Say hello.
Hey, baby!
No.
Here you are. Thank you. See, look, mom, wife,
Thank
businesswoman, you can have it all.
Yeah.
You can with some balance. All right,
Yes.
Tiffany, tell us where to find you and how we can get some Rico's Kickin' Chicken. Do you ship for those people who are not in Memphis, Tennessee? You ship the chicken. Is she frozen?
It looked like it.
I think so.
Oh. Okay. Well, we will definitely get her address up there. I think she's frozen. Right. Are you?
Not at the moment. We are working on some things, especially now doing the deep fried. I'm good.
We can hear you a little.
Can you hear me?
Just a little.
Can you hear me? You can hear me now?
Yes.
I'm good.
Yes.
What about now? Just a little.
Yeah.
1329 Madison. Now interested in the food truck 101 class. We do chicken. That's RIKOSKICKIN chicken at gmail.com. And we would definitely be glad to set you up and get you going. Or stop by the restaurant and just tell me.
All right. Thank you so much, y'all, for being here.
Thank you, Mel, for
Wasn't
having
it?
us. Yes, I love it. It was great.
Okay, so I want you to send me some pictures of your daycare, your child care center.
Yes,
Send
ma'am.
me pictures of Rico Kickin' Chicken.
Okay.
And if you have like the article that you were in, send that so I can put that on there. Send me a wonderful picture of y'all doing family stuff.
Yes.
And I want a picture of King's Kitchen.
Yes.
So whatever pictures you send, that's what I'm gonna put on there.
Okay.
It's gonna be so good. Thank
Yeah.
y'all.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for being here. And
You
we
got
got
to
to do it
shut the
again.
family out.
Yes. We
And
got
Mel, can you hear me?
yeah.
I also want, I guess I can tell you guys now some great news and some motivation for my young entrepreneur. We also were one of the discoverers this week, well, last week for Discover for the $25,000. Our restaurant won from Discover. So yes, we got it this week. And it was like restaurants all over the world
Wow.
that people had to vote for, and we were one of the ones that won.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So,
So that was easily sweatless money. Remember
Yeah.
that, Dan. Easy sweatless money. When your product is good,
Yeah.
it speaks for itself. I didn't have to do anything but say, hey, vote for us. And that was just posted on Facebook, and you will be amazed how many people went in and participated.
Wow.
And we won.
wow. Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations. All right, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, baby.
Bye, Johnny.
The book Mental Kidnapping by Stephen Treadwell will help strengthen you spiritually with evidence from the Word of God. Everything we do begins with a thought. Think twice before you speak once, casting down imaginations and every high thing that is exalted against the knowledge of God. Let the real you shine through. Get encouraged, blessed, and motivated. Go to lulu.com or call 844-212-0689 to order your copy of Mental Kidnapping
by Stephen Treadwell takes you behind the bars of the human mind. Stephen Treadwell, a talented writer, a must-read for everybody. Get your copy today at lulu.com.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it, so do your part and stay home. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit social gatherings. If you need essential items like food and medicine, try using a delivery service. If you must leave your house for essential items, or if you want to take a walk for exercise, make sure to wear a cloth face covering. Stay at least 6 feet away from other people. Try not to frequently touch surfaces like light signals, street signs, or benches. And wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds as often as possible. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. It takes all of us to slow the spread of the coronavirus, so stay home unless absolutely necessary. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
Bridging generation gaps, racial gaps, socioeconomic gaps. Bridging, a national television talk show designed to bridge gaps.